Yeah, okay. Well, that explains my headache. Right. Hey, Ruben. Yeah, it's all right. Um, Fortunately, I get affected by weather, so today is a headache day, and the last week is I was running out of mental space. If you have people in your life or around you that have ADHD, or there's a metaphor we use to talk about spoons. Yeah, it sounds simple enough. The idea is that when you have a brain that it isn't the standard or most common, or whatever, however you describe the assumed default, that brain has a limitation on how many tasks it can deal with in a day, right? And so every task that isn't a hyper focused task takes a spoon away from you. Sometimes you wake up with 20 spoons, sometimes you wake up with 5. On the days when you wake up with 5, it starts from early. Brush your teeth, shave, get dressed, it's like 2.5 spoons right there. It's gone. If you wake up at 5, half of your energy for the day is used on just getting yourself out of bed. And then, don't forget your car keys, get to work on time, don't run anybody over. By the time you get to work, you have half a spoon left and 12 hours of work left. And that means that everything becomes a struggle because your brain is trying to hijack your body, being like, no, we're gonna do fun things or get distracted or whatever we can do to just get dopamine. Doom scrolling is one of those really fun things. You find YouTube videos or TikTok videos or Instagram things and just swipe, and you do that for 5, 6, 7 hours, losing completely track of time because you're just chasing dopamine because your brain is just not functioning. Right? It's a dopamine deficiency kind of thing. It's not that I don't have it, it's just the most tasks don't create it. Evolutionary, it's great. It's a great feature to have. You have a couple of people like that in your society because those people will look for better solution and be a lot more aggressive about progress and optimization. But when you have a 9 to 5 or repetitive things that you have to do, it's going to be the death of you. And there is no, I'm sorry, we tried. No, it doesn't. It just doesn't work. Done. Go figure it out. So for the past week, I was trying my best to get the juice back. And when the juice is not here, I make mistakes and things tend to explode, and so you have to be extra careful. You forget your keys on the regular basis, and of course therapy and medication and some techniques help, and you're trying to balance it out. But it just gets tricky, and so the past week was like this, where you just I'm here. I finished the pocket hole machine. I've built jigs and templates and whatnot. The pocket machine is absolutely marvelous. But it took twice or 3 times as much time as it should. And so I'm in this phase right now where I need to get things done and between my brain and my body, I'm just having a hard time, paying attention to all of them. So, yeah, that's where we are. The struggle is real, kind of thing. I'm gonna be gluing up some drawers for the cabinets. I got 3 cabinets out without the doors or face panels yet, but I got done. Well, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you do. I mean, I'm happy you do, because it makes this conversation a lot easier, but I'm sorry you do because, it's tricky. It's a tricky place to be, and it's very difficult to explain to somebody who has never been in that situation, who doesn't have 50 voices in their head screaming, demanding attention. I mean, everybody tells me that they understand and they can empathize with it, and I'm like, yeah, you can. Explain to me how you understand the struggle of having so much noise in your head. I mean, some people do. Like, you try to explain. Well, it's the machine, yeah. Well, necessary. It wasn't necessary. I mean, I could have done it with the drill pocket hole drill and guide from Craig. Just when I work with plywood, I tend to um, overextend myself by picking things up, and so my wrist suffer because you grab big things like this and kind of wave them around, and eventually that will wear on your wrist. And if you have to drill, that is just adding to it. So that's the thing. It was a self-maintenance thing. Like, I'm gonna build it so it's easier to do. I mean, don't take me wrong, it's absolutely fantastic, and I think at this point it looks so good that I had a couple of people ask me if where I got the plans for the machine. When I told them I actually designed it and built it, they were like, "Whoa, you know, are you planning on making the plans public or something, or selling the plans?" So it was a kind of a nice, very much getting my ego tickled situation. Nice be feeling appreciated like this. But I don't have the plans written down. Look, it's a nice thing when people see something you make and they're like, "Whoa." Part of it is like, "Oh, you made something," and and it's everybody's like, "Oh, that's really cool, that's really pretty," and whatever. And part of it is when you actually have made something that people go like, "Hey, I would consider buying it," right? Like, I'm not buying this specific thing, like a product or something, but I'm willing to buy the idea or the design, and that's very empowering, I think. Let's see, where do I have this? No, that's not it. Oh, there it is. This goes back. So, did you see the test pieces that I made for the machine before, or or did I stop streaming? Right, I don't remember when it was the last time I stopped. I did the streaming. I mean, don't take me wrong. It's at this point I'm just I'm just milking the dopamine as much as I can for this hobby. Nice. So we're building. Right now we are going to be putting together drawers for the cabinets. I built 3 cabinets already. At least the carcasses and the drawers for those, and they got moved out yesterday. So today I'm just gonna be adding more drawers, and then we'll see how it goes. But yeah, and hopefully after those drawers, I'll get on building the carcasses, so that we're gonna see the machine in action. So the drawers are built in this kind of idea that we have a 1/4-inch cut, 1/4-inch away from the edge, and a 1/4-inch rabbet on the other piece. And we're hoping that we pound the whole thing, it actually goes together quite nicely. Of course, it's raining outside, so the plywood is swelling, and it was a snug fit before, so And it's all, well, I won't say half an inch, but it's all 12 mm birch plywood. But again, I'm open to having any form of expanded conversation about what I'm building and how, and both the tools and whatever else. And then if the noise from me hammering things down gets too loud, just let me know. I'll try to increase the filter. Well, that's enough about me for now. How you been? Sometimes my neighbors walk by and they're like, "Who are you talking to?" And I'm like, "I'm my imaginary friends online." Somebody stops by, like, "Hey, I heard you talking, and were you on the phone?" I'm like, "Nope, I'm talking to imaginary people online." Nice thing about getting halfway decent results with while setting things. Oh, no, I broke it. And then first time. Well, we will go together. Well, fair, fair. Would it make a difference or sufficient difference if I told you that asking me questions actually helps me be a better woodworker, or is that, or does that feel like too much of a manipulation? It is not. It's actually genuinely helpful if people ask questions. But sometimes I do things because that's I always done it. Because that's how I saw it, that's how I read somewhere. And somebody asked a question, and I had to stop, trying to figure it out if I can explain it, and then I go like, actually, you're right. This is absolutely bonkers. So the learning experience goes both ways. Even when I have viewers who are not woodworkers by any stretch. Jen is one of those people. Frequents my channel and keeps asking questions about both the tools and the procedures, and eventually you go like, "Oh, you're actually right. This is weird about the glitch." One of the things I like about woodworking is that there's 500 ways to do things, and everybody does their own thing, and then you get some guru that goes like, "No, that's the only way. That's the only proper way. How dare you not to use festool," kind of thing. It's a reasonable assumption. You have $1 million. That note, I probably should get more cabinet plans when making cabinets. Not my favorite style clamps, but they're good, they're good. Huh? Oh. Oh, yeah? Oh, okay. Wondering why this was not. Oh, this is the best angle. We're trying here. One big downside of these clamps is their head. Why do I have to carry this stuff around? Oh, this one is speeding too. Hey, let's go for speeding plywood. Right, drawer one done. We have to do what? Eight drawers today. Fill up one of next to cabinets and one of the ones that we already sent out. So that's the idea. Have the drawers. So actually it's this one. Right. So the side will hold it this way. So I have a 1/2 inch cut here and a 1/4 inch. Just try a 1/4 inch cut. It's all have been done on a router table with a 6mm bit. So it's all been done using right this bit. Then I have this very simple sled, and then for spacing I use a piece of corium with two sanded down bolts, and just slides out here, and that gives me the spacing so the bit doesn't interfere with the metal fence. And I just use my regular table saw fence as the main fence for this. That's how it's done. And then the two jigs I showed earlier was one is this one. It's where to position the holes with the box side and the door side. So this is centered accordingly. These two and these two in the middle are for the hinge, and then these three are for the the hidden hinge aspect. The problem with it is that the hinges I have are slightly off from the standard hinges. Again, I try to save the client some money, so I didn't buy the most expensive hinges because it matters to me if the client has a choice between expensive and not, and the quality seemed okay. So that was a little piece of plexi that I just CNC'd down and align for alignment. And then that follows with this jig, a monstrosity, but the main idea of this is we have a brass tube here with a fitting from a brass, I think this is just hydraulic or water pipe or gas pipe. So you got a brass fitting here, and then this, they're all glued in acrylic things. I was going to make it out of wood, but I wanted to be able to see, and then oversized washer. And then on the bottom we have a engineering. So we put the piece of plywood, boom, and then we can drill it up and down. The idea was just, I found that if I tried to drill holes once every 6 to 10 holes, this, when I try to drill it without a guide, this shifts around. So now I have. We'll see how it works. So far on all the test pieces it works fine, but those are the two jigs. The Palo I'm using is from, it's a Glumate from Mousecraft, I think. I had the bottle from Fast Cut. It was pretty good. The downside, I think it's called the Glue Boat, but I found that the top didn't seal very well. I had to do all the weird things to seal the top, and if you don't seal the top, then the pressure escapes from the side. I don't know if it was on purpose or by design, but it was difficult to get consistent beading. This one is currently tricky to do the consistent beading because some of the glue dried up a little bit, so it's still stiffer turning, and then I get little clamps. Downside of not having to glue a lot of things recently. And then I used to have a pinhole funnel shape tip, and that was my preferred one. And then I lost the cap somewhere, so I have to find the cap, and then I'll go back. This white thing is nice, but it's not great. And I'm looking at the phone, and I'm into it's charged. It doesn't die on me. That happened the other day. Trying to talk to you guys, and then somebody said, "Hey, the thing is that." Okay. And then there's some side projects that are currently on my mind. One is for my CNC, I need to get the vice system fixed. So I need to put in lead screws rather than threaded rod. That, and I think I need to recalibrate the actual machine. I'm feeling it's a little off. I don't know where off, but it feels a little off. So always something. surprisingly, this plywood was cheaper than the big box store plywood. The half an inch was 50 something dollars a feet. Fortunately, quarter inch was super expensive for some reason. I decided to go with half an inch on the bottom and the sides. I would have done with I would have gone with 3/4 sides. Problem with 3/4 sides is that the undermount hinges said that the thickness of the sides can be at most 16 millimeters. So, which is just shy of 3/4 of an inch. It's kind of forced into it by necessity rather than active choice. Once enough of them are going to get glued together, once enough of them get glued together, we'll start aiming to do the back side. Then I'm going to take a quick break and put together a jig for aligning the back. So for the back, so side hinges are easy. Right? You just take a half an inch on each side, and then you just have to worry about alignment. With undermount hinges, at least the ones I have, which I think are the same design as most of the other ones, you don't have to worry about the alignment as much, but the specifics on how you build it are a lot more involved. Like there's limits on how thick this can be and how high and how small, how much space it occupies. But after if you have the calculations done right, then you just kind of put things together and then it works. It's kind of neat on one side and terrifying on the other because one screw up and the whole thing just doesn't fit. Let me try and show my prowess. Actually, to be everything super snug. That'll make my life easier. That's what I usually happens when I'm trying to show off. Because this one keeps on spinning things, so maybe I'm putting too much. I'm hitting too hard. Pieces. That's one thing I actually freaking hate about patch. Just it's constantly nagging, but it's very frustrating when you're trying to do it. Yeah, you have to you gotta be kidding me. The problem is with stapling it or brad nailing it, I don't have a stapler, narrow cross stapler. I have a brad nailer, but this leaves relatively big holes, and so I want to avoid that. On the other hand, thin nailer is just too gentle. Uh, you run into a problem of it not being able to hold. Great for very small things, but anything that starts shifting around becomes a nightmare to deal with. Oh, come on. This headache is getting bad. Really bad. I absolutely hate weather headaches. I swear, my functioning goes down to like zero. It's okay. And you squeeze out a little bit here. Do we have enough clamps for another one? Maybe. Into this. A little piece of drama. We have a neighbor that doesn't pay for a parking spot and keeps on parking in other people's parking spots, which creates problems because the amount of parking here is very, very limited. And so for me, that becomes a clear-cut case, but every time I hear it, it's like, oh, he's such a nice guy. Does he know he's parking in somebody else's spot? They're like, yeah, he knows that he doesn't have a spot here. And I'm like, well, if he knows he doesn't have a spot here and he still parks there, that doesn't make him a nice guy. Maybe charming, whatever, but not a nice guy. Nice. Here, you don't break the. Try not to break the social constructs too much, especially on something that has very selfish benefits to it. Whole different story if you're like, oh, I'm gonna object to ICE raids on college campuses. That doesn't sound like a big red flag. One could argue one way or the other, whatever. But something as simple as, hey, all parking spaces are reserved, and you just keep on parking there, just hoping nobody's gonna create a fuss about it. That's just mean. Relying on the fact that people are non-confrontational is, well, first of all, it's a fantastic way to find out. Fuck around and find out. It's a textbook. Fuck around and find out situation. This is the way to put it. Just putting this together. The sides right. Small. Client was very happy and very impressed by it. Thanks. That's a piece of little localized drum. Yeah, my approach to it is you give people one chance, maybe two. It's a whole different story with clients that shows up, right? Because there's no dedicated client spots here. We all kind of have clients temporarily park in any of this park. This guy seems to be parking there for an extended amount of time during the day. That's just, that's the better way to put it. And the reason why I'm knocking the sides is because this is what actually going to hold the drawer together. It's not, the corners, whatever. Just the sides. It's a long, large surface. It's a large surface that it's not put in a little bit of glue. But this is definitely very well to do. Oh, we learn something. I prefer to work with hardwood. Then I was going to finish building the boxes for the fountain pen sets for a client because they're ready to ship, but I cannot find the fountain pens nowhere in my shops. The only thing I can think of is that I brought them home and I didn't bring them back. So annoying. Yeah, it's breaking. Maybe quarter is not the safe. Maybe I've gone like 3/8, 3/8, 3/8. I'm going in and just removing the small couple beads of glue that go up very dry, so the glue gets absorbed very quickly. And then the first wins. More cabinet clamps on the list. Next time I'm building something big and I have the budget. I'm trying to coals maybe. Coals or something. It's a little less bendable. Right. Up here. Just a little bit. And this is the front, so I don't have to worry about the cabinet. Yeah, I guess this sheet of plywood was a little weaker. I see glue squeeze out in between the plywood layers. Makes me feel like the, some of the issues are there. That's not all my fault. Right. I love these guys. Heavy duty, big suckers. Do I have any more support? Um, but these are brutal. There's so much pressure. I haven't found a project yet where I can squeeze it in the tape using these big guys. Programs. I'm sure there are better ones, and I think they exert about the same as much pressure as the uh, cabinet clamps, but god damn. Somebody asked me why am I using Jorgensen's versus Betsy clamps. I can tell you for a very good reason why I'm using these versus the red ones or any other brand. When I was in the need for clamps, these guys were on sale. I mean, I had two clamps from before, homeowner, renter clamps, random piece of furniture here and there. But I had two 30-inch ones, and I had no objection. But then when I actually went out and needed to buy like a whole proper set, it was on sale. Doesn't make sense being on sale. I was trapped on that. Hello. This one is a little looser than the other one, but it's a little wider. Becasue? Sounds complicated. It's 30 minutes to 6. By the way, our non-problematic neighbor, the one from upstairs, parked in 55 again. So the neighbors had to move. It's going to be drama.
Oh, yeah, I saw him.
Yeah, but he was here since the morning. So, you know, and everybody tells me he's a nice guy, but I ask simple questions like, does he know that somebody else is spotted? And everybody says, yeah. Well, then you're not a nice guy. Logic says, right? So, I mean, again, don't take me wrong. I parked my customers in the last 2 days. They parked there and you know, we chatty and whatnot. Well, it's still, you know, feels bad, but kind of if somebody pulls up, right? Because if one stops by, he's gonna toot his horn, and that just, you know, creates problems. And for me, that's a risky thing because if I lift my head up, if I don't have the discipline not to lift my head up every time I hear a loud noise, and I'm running across a table, so I think, or my router bits. I got new scary router bits. You want to see? Not as. I got powder bits. 3 spirals, down cut. So push the material down. I touched a 1/4 inch, not like this, but a 1/4 inch bit like this. Something slipped and I went like this.
Yeah.
On the video, it's less than a frame because you can see it before and you can see me after. So less than a frame at 60 frames a second, right? So left a 3/8 hole in my finger. Like to this point, I have low flat surface here. It heals shut. No, it actually drilled in and ripped and pulled. It was fun. So router bits are but again sharp.
You said
3/8. And you know how I know? I was pulling splinters out of it. I actually had to dip the tweezers in, and I was like, "Oh, that's deep." My own stitches on me before, so you know, I'm not worried about blood and whatnot.
You're an old surgeon too.
No, it's just, you know, I have cuts. This is from like plywood cuts, and you know, fingers are all jammed up, and half of my bleeding situations aren't from actual blades. It's just from materials I work with. Plywood is sharp, especially when you get the veneer cut perfectly. Wicked sharp. Yeah, if you want scary, I have pictures. I have pictures before and after. Oh, oh,
Shot here all the time.
yeah, the pressure dropped like a rock. It's not as bad as mainland. They're going through a
What's
big.
going on up here?
They have a big weather system that's affecting like 5 or 6 states in Midwest. Tornadoes, towers. It's pretty bad. So what exactly is going to happen, I don't know, but states of emergency everywhere. That's for me. Hey, no, that's not a customer of mine. That's security. Next time a customer is going to buy is probably 3 days from now. Uh,
Really?
I think he just has to go. He goes around to do a sweep, and then the other interesting fellow showed up today, but Khan kind of helped him find his way out. The funny guy. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was here
Oh,
for a little bit. He left. Well, I'm here. I'm here all day, so although today I started day at 11, so I'm taking it easy. Because yesterday was a 15 and a half hour day, and 15 and a half hours of wood shopping is a limit of my sanity. I came for 8, I think, and I left at right before 11. I know I was out of the house early, but I was stopping by, and the night before I couldn't get the drawers to work, so again, as I was telling my viewers, is if you have side slides, the difficult part is to mount the 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 slide on the drawer and on the side and make it all even. Where you're doing undermount, that goes away. The problem goes away for the most part. Because you just put this on the rack and you have a little clip. But the problem is the actual dimensions of the drawer are a lot more limited. Like I have schematics in millimeters. Like the size of the inside of the drawer has to be the size of the opening for the drawer minus 42 millimeters. The sides have to be at most 16 millimeters wide. This has to be 27 with maximum of 13 of thickness, blah, 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 blah. You just sit down and do the math. But once you have it, the whole thing just gets a lot easier to fit together. Now this whole thing is going apart. And then, of course, I had to try to impress, so the corner joints are fun. And I made them snug. Maybe I should have made them a little bit more loose. Made them snug, so now. Sorry? It's all super snug, so you add glue and the fact that it rains a little bit moisture, and it's not that the plywood swells, a 32nd of an inch, and so it becomes a problem to put it. Because the snugness of this is please. That's the level of snugness everywhere. You can actually hear when it comes in. Yeah, exactly, right? So the whole thing is like this. Every single one of those. Now you add a little glue, a little more. Yeah, well, but then, plywood breaks. This is a quarter-inch break, so it's it's one of those, fun aspects of the trade. Again, it doesn't matter as much because you will never see it because up front it will be covered by the faceplate, and on the back, hopefully nobody's taking the drawers out and inspecting them in the back. So that's that problem is getting solved there, but so I'd like this to be closer to perfect than farther away. No. That's the wrong side. Where is it supposed to be? Ah, yes. Well, I'm happy because I get to make jigs. I haven't had the brain power to do a lot of the work I wanted to do the last week. I finally feel like I have some more, so I'm trying to squeeze as much work as I can. How's your job going? Sorry? Well, I don't know. It's gonna be done when it's done. There's no, there's no way I can increase speed. Like, like there's, at 12 hours a day, my body is unhappy. If I go a lot more beyond, what is it, 84 hours a week? Once I start getting to that 80s line, my body gets unhappy. 60, easy. 70, most of the time I can do. When you start getting close to 80, my body's happy. Or that, or my wife gets unhappy and starts putting arsenic in my food. Thank God I have built up a tolerance. Again, the worst thing you can find in your food is polonium. Everything else is minor. But he really doesn't like it, they will put polonium in the food. And once you usually put it in water, but once you drink it, you have less than an hour to get chelated, otherwise you die from radiation poisoning. No cure. After an hour, there's no cure. So, arsenic is, I, I think she loves me. But it gives me a chance to survive. The next big sale is Lowe's. Lowe's is the only place locally that sells these decent enough discounts. I don't feel like paying $60. I'd love to pay 25. Oh, you are. I don't know how much weight this imposes, but considerable amounts. Oh, look at that. What is this? Oh, nice. And get missed. No, still the same. So this was the first one we put in. That was the most proof. Stay, stay, stay. I got the limits. Alt. Okay, I think the problem number one is the fact that the assembly table is this high. Assembly table is like 36 inches off the ground. That's causing some of the problems because I'm working all the way up here. This? Yeah. So, it's not. The other angles. Okay. This one. Maybe I should have gotten the quick release clamps. Have a quick release. This just needs a little bit of for the handling part. Yeah, maybe not holding it hardly. Right. Let's move these away. Like to squeeze that out. Let's see. I just need a little bit here, a little bit there. What the hell is going on? Or what? What now? What? Hmm. The corner is just a little too squeezing. The little pins just okay. Get some time to dry and salt. This side. A glove. And this side. Using the glove here. That's okay. Not ideal, but it's better. Oh, that's it. That's it. Here. Hold on. Still good. Good. I mean, not very good, but I haven't missed anything. That's the good part. Yeah, you're done. I'm out of camps. I have two more. Very large ones. It's only one of this. Where is it? This I'm going to grab now. This is the front. It's very thin. Maybe what, a quarter inch plywood. Maybe I'll just put a pin through it and use for now, and we'll see. The feeling problem is because the random fuzzies floating everywhere. Street. Oh, you guys can see the top part. A little bit. So it's at the door. Doesn't open. The doors are. I'll be in the way, but nobody says anything. Again. Okay, so in the future, I need to make these a lot wider. And the upside of it doesn't seem to be sticking to it. That's a lot of stuff taken away. Physically trying to do something. Moving away. Out. Yeah. I just heard like this recently. What is in my mind already? What if I take a whole set of pins out? Yours. Go ahead, looks like one more set. I'll probably end up fighting them anyways. It's kind of okay without them. And more clams. The woodworker's dilemma. Do I need more clams or don't? The answer is yes. Good. Bottom. Bottom is solid. That's what happens. Then figure out. It's okay. Oh, there's a crack. We'll get it done later. Right, so this side I just pinned like an idiot. Yeah. Yep. Maybe I need another card state. Put these things together. What? Number. Wait, one more. And this one is this one. Good. Separating. Yeah. David is the plane. And it's Oh, oh, mistake, 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 mistake. This is not trimmed. I just trimmed this one. Ah, damn it. Skip one. This is the only one I missed. Yeah, it's the only cut I missed. It's one cut. But, it's already stapled too. How do we do it? Consistent. This much. And this. I ran out of spoons for putting this together. Like this. This is yes. Yes, the bottom. Yeah. Lamp. No. At the bottom. Maybe I just cut bottoms because I had extra material and the saw set at the right distance. So this one, this side. Let's squeeze it. What happened? Okay. Here. And that's the 5 drawers. 5? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you do have extra bottom. You know what, how you know wood glue is bad for your fingers? Like for your hands in general, but for your fingers? Look at any old master carpenter where he used fingers to smooth out all the glue rather than some paintbrush. They all look like this, or like that. Fingers missing. Must be bad for the fingers. What I could do for all this plexiglass I have, make a new floor plate for my table saw. Thick enough, see-through.
and balancing it out. Look at the design somewhere. And make it out of thicker material, this way it won't bend as much, because this one bends regular. So make it thicker, and less bend this one, so safer. And wood would be nice to bend. That's the best. Fix it through shadow. Then for all the first pass, then I can switch both plates. That's not between sort of. It's easier to just wipe it and then look for a place to put the glue. You just have a glue rag somewhere. Okay. Edge banding is the next step. And then we can put those away and I can try to build a cabinet. Just cut them. Things for the cabinet. A little better, wider, something so that back on this much. Yes, I see water. The reason I now one could ask why I'm not washing my hands. It really bothers me so much because I don't like the way wet glue feels in my hand. Like water down with flashback from work. A lab chemist. A gap here. Why? It's really solid.
True.
That's the way to store books in the back of the doors. I'm gonna leave it for now. Good. Now, this. Alright. Peyton Murphy rolled into my top.
That's still good.
stick out on the right side. Take a cut. problem. Looking at keep the blue too much. You look precise and then hold the in your on the finish on the front. Hold this the back.
Hey, honey. You get close to me, the camera will catch me. That's it. That's not. Yeah. Hey, wait. Some water. Really bad. You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah, thank you. Please. What do you do? Can they see you? Yep, they can see your legs. Cuts you off like the. Just saying this. Things are falling out of my hands and whatnot. So. And then it broke one of the drawers. Exactly. That's my whole morning. And I can't find my pants. I need them. I need at least a couple of them for sizing so I can make the boxes. So I'll look for them at home. You could take a peek at the chair and let me know. I just throw two things around and how was your day? Oh, yeah. You hang out with the geeky people. You got to do photo shoot, so awesome. The ones you seen were nice. The previous one. Okay. Obviously. Okay. We're going home now. I think we're good. I mean, there's still some milk and whatnot, and I don't know how much cream we have left. I can pick up someone from Outfits or something. Or Woodlands or whatever. But I'll be here for a while. Then I want to start on the cabinet. Oh, what are we talking about? Can I give you the bento container? Because I know I'm going to forget. Or worse, I'll break it against it. Oh, yeah, I kept the lid. You cut off from ice down. I'm missing the best part. Told my neighbor, he must like me trying to poison me with arsenic if I come late. Well, I'm gonna go back to. I have some after the next break. You. Thank you for stopping by.